been what I could have. Okay. I've got an excellent connection. All I haven't got at the minute is something to draw. So let's just experiment. Let's see what we've got here. Not that. How about going let's try that. What do we drop on? What we got? These are nice, aren't they? These yeah, these are nice. Always constructing things again. George Bridgman. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Take this serious today. So I'm copying today, just as a warm up. But again, aware of what I'm studying. Why is he doing what he's doing? What are those forms? How do things interlock? Aware of making things looking 3D and solid. Okay. Okay. So there's that. So it's showing that sort of twist, isn't it, on the two shapes, two solid shapes. Getting the overall mass, aren't you? We were saying that the other day about the envelope. Like it was that Michael Hampton, I think, watching what he was doing the other day. He was mentioning that the envelope that surrounds the form, in a way, that's what you're doing, aren't you? You're saying, right, you're not looking at every single shape. How can you simplify that shape? Take all the roundness off, and you can bring that down to a couple of block shapes. Excuse me. I've been away for a while. I've been suffering with chest infection, so I'm going to be coughing a little bit, I think. Not as bad as I was a few weeks ago. Been suffering for about 10 weeks at least. Right. So again, I think what he's trying to do is saying, well, these are the simple versions. Get this down. Understand what you're drawing at its most basic. There is no anatomy at this point. I'm not thinking about what's under the skin. But I am thinking about making this solid. It's got mass. This is a warm-up, I'm guessing. I don't know what page this is on. If you're using the drawing in the notes, 45 by the look of that, of the George Bridgman Constructive Anatomy book. So it's so like I said, this is straight from the book. So that's those. Let's just put that one in. Like I say, they're very quick. I'm not spending hours on it. Seeing what clicks in the eye. Can I get the understanding? Another one there. I've missed one. Okay, that's that one with let's see. Let's get this one. Not quite the right shape, that. It doesn't matter. The thing with bio is you got one chance to do it, which is a good thing. You'll commit to the line that you put down. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Pencil feels nice, but I do like this though. Especially when you're trying to reproduce these drawings, because some of these were done on a big board. As I remember, I think it was a piece of chalk on the end of a sort of a metre long stick. So if these were done that way, that makes them even more impressive. I'm working at small scale. Would be interesting to do that actually. Work on the whiteboard. Do something similar. Could do it with chalk, I guess. But do with a stick at a distance, using different muscles, aren't you? Let's just check before I go any further. Fine. Okay. Right, well, I have to go back to it. So, so again, quite complex now. The thing about doing this though is when you draw in these studies, it's my interpretation, which means I'm going to leave out even less. I can't copy every single stroke because that wouldn't be my drawing then. So I'm trying to get the essence of what he's doing. I mean, this one now. Let's get this done faint. Let's do it faintly. I'm going to draw the blocks that were at this stage. Put this over the more developed, more realistic drawing. But again, it's let's do that. So that's slowly work out on that. So sort of doing that. Trying to get the masses. And these things really, you don't have to draw them eventually. You see them in your mind's eye. But again, it's that you're trying to create the bound. Chopping bits off as I go. Making corrections. And this one is there. Like I said, so it isn't an exact copy. I'm trying to get the more developed drawing that is made and turn it into one of these. So really it is an interpretation. I see it's quite difficult to see because actually this perspective might be off. Something I've got to work on. On the to-do list. Again, looking at negative space as well to judge. If you've got the pose right. So I'm looking at negative space. It is the shapes around the negative space in there. I've got that shape right. But then I'm also going back and forth and thinking about have I got the volume? Is it solid? That's what I'm seeing anyway. It's like I said, there's no point doing a total copy. Trying to copy every single squiggle and line that you put down. Again, I'm trying to think of these while I'm drawing the more complex one. And all Bridgman's doing is thinking about that but not putting that line down. You can see sometimes he's putting that in, other times he's leaving it out. was always aware of that, which is a good thing. Okay. So, yeah. Just trying to. Okay, so again, try to make it a bit more blocky than he's drawn it. Clean it up a little bit. So you can possibly imagine that he's drawn these on a, I don't know, maybe a 10-foot across screen, chalkboard. They're not going to be perfect. These are originally part of a demonstration. They weren't designed, I'm guessing, to be put in a book. He would be drawing he would be drawing these and giving explanations. I keep thinking, a big problem with Bridgman, why it's difficult, is because they weren't designed. These drawings weren't designed to go in a book. They were designed, well, they weren't designed, they're part of the presentation, so we're missing the presentation information that was behind the drawing. So you got to think about, I keep saying, you got to think what he was thinking. We haven't got the words, so you create your own make your own words to go on what do you think he was saying when he's doing this. If you're doing that, you're thinking on a different level straight away. Yeah. Again, let's see, Bridgman hasn't done that. He hasn't put the sides into these. He's only used, in fact, all the time on these drawings, all of it is contour. There isn't any not a lot of volume, but I think he does indicate it with this the cross hatching, which is nice. Again, you're a bit limited what you can do on a chalkboard. Drawing with a piece of chalk on the end of a stick, you're not going to be shading. You can't. You're not going to be doing that. Imagine this was and in fact, it's difficult for me to do with a pen. Imagine trying to do something as fine as that, and then this sort of thing. You got to say that and that says it. So you can see why manga illustrators like the style, but the style was dictated to by the way Just giving the presentations. Alright. Let's get them in. Okay, next. Where are we? So where are we now? See, that's what I'm trying to do now. See, the reproductions. It's sort of, in a way, almost photocopies. They are that sort of quality. So things have gone. They sort of you've lost some of the detail, I think, in the reproductions. I've been thinking about what I said earlier. This couldn't have been done on a chalkboard. They wouldn't have they wouldn't have been able to photograph that. But it's still there though, that they've certainly been doing it at a bigger scale than I'm doing it. But I think that idea though that it's going to be limited in the sort of fineness of stroke. It has to be a direct method. Okay. Yeah. I think another thing that isn't really mention, I think, with this is these drawings are meant to be an exercise in being able to see, to observe, I should say, I think. It's so when you look at real live model, you can see these shapes. That's the purpose of these drawings. So as soon as you look at something so you can see this block, you can imagine that. That was the purpose. I'm looking at these and I can tell they're not finished drawings. Yeah, again, I'm trying to see the shapes. Simple shapes behind the drawing, not trying to do a perfect reproduction. I'm looking for those shapes, those volumes, I should say, the masses. That's the exercise. Oh, I'll do that in a minute. Actually, let's try that. So this is my I'm trying to pick out the solidify these shapes. That's what I'm trying to do. On these low drawings, is getting more into more realistic renderings. Okay. That there, I've done that one wrong because that should be more like that. Make a slight adjustment there. See what I'm trying to do is find the edges. That's more. Yeah. Again. This is more how Michael Hampton draws these sort of things, isn't it, as well? In a way. It's that sort of thing. What's going to fit on here? Sam. Yeah. Wow. Let's get that one in. Again, I'm just thinking about the block shapes that he's got more than anything. Okay. Yeah. It's more. Yeah. I'm thinking more of carvings and blocking things out. Than trying to copy. That's why I missed there. It's this shape. That shape. Okay. There's one more to do. Yeah. So this one now, it's got this line here. Again, where it's got one shape blending into the next. It's what he calls wedging. It's a wedging form, isn't it? So you've got if looking through the model, you've got that sort of shape. Then you've got, as I see it, this sort of shape. And they're sort of merging together. Obviously this bit is hidden inside of this one. So now we've got like the the main. It's like it's the shape that encloses all of the metacarpals. Rather than drawing this sort of thing. It's very crude, but it's talented. It's that sort of thing. Then you got these bones out. These bones at the base, and the metacarpal fit something like that. So rather than drawing that, drawing something that goes over the top. So you can imagine if that was, so I'm thinking of it now. I'm thinking in sculpture. Imagine looking at this on end. It should actually be more of an arch. Those should be doing that. They should be curving over more. But just say you've got that sort of effect. These tubes curving down like that. So thinking of this thing now, you can imagine these inside of that. So in this instance, I've drawn them as the overall block. But really, what's going on in reality is you've got these bones on the inside of that. That's what's really there. So every time you try and simplify. What can I leave out? That's the trick. But having the more of an idea you've got of this, the easier it is to do that. You've got to know these are there to leave them out. That's how it works. So we talk about this as drawing from imagination, if you're going to do it that way. But you have to go through this to do it. But this is still not straight copy. Not like me. That's what I was going to do. That's what I was thinking. So that's... I don't know if it's easy to demonstrate that really, but I'll have a go. So I'm thinking about the solid shapes in this version. Let's try and draw, sort of to switch off that way of thinking, but let's just try and draw just using the outlines and not thinking about the solid shapes. So I can end up with a more fussy drawing, but not necessarily learn anything. So let's go with that. So, which one shall I go with? What do I like? In fact, I think that one's one I like. So I'm going to do... Which one is it now? It's... Which I deliberately turn into block shapes to simplify it. So let's draw it the way Bridgman drew it, and to the best of my ability, not think about the solidness, and just look at the squiggles, basically, the line that he's put down as opposed to the volume that he's trying to show. I keep using the word volume, I mean masses, that's the way. Masses is the word Bridgman uses. So let's do this a bit bigger and be more fussy. So now I'm drawing the line, being more fussy, but drawing in lines, not in trying to copy the lines that he used, which is the way I used to draw. I'm only thinking about copying the line, spacings of lines, angles. I would possibly put a faint envelope in just to judge distances, but wasn't really thinking about the volume. So this is how I used to draw. So looking at every single shape that he's drawing. This is a straight copy drawing, really. Trying to get as many of those lines in. No time to think about the anatomy, just the shape, the start. No thought of mass. This is my photocopying mode. I'm doing this quickly than I would normally, I guess. But I think you can tell the difference there, hopefully, at the end of it. Again, like this shape. There's the difference. I'm copying the shape, but when Bridgman put this line down, that was just instinct. That's different. Do this drawing and put it exactly the same again, but I'm trying to copy this exactly. Like I say, I'm just piecing this together, shape by shape. Not thinking of the solidity of it. So you got a line comes in like that, comes down like that. These are nicer drawings, I think. You know, the finished product nicer, but again, like I was saying before, this is still my interpretation. So while we're at it, why not put that line in? It's a line that Bridgman put in, so let's put it in. I don't know if he's indicating, possibly. It looks like he's indicating a sleeve there, but possibly. So this is still a cleaned up. This is still a cleaned up version. There's this sort of thing there. That's folding under into it like that. I think it looks like that's what I was trying to draw. And there's one here. There's a bit of another digit coming out there. That's something that I found with this as well. It's what I found with Bridgman. Is sometimes you're not clear what he's trying to draw. But again, these are possibly from imagination. He's only trying to get a feel for what's there. Yeah, so that's that. Compare that and get that in. Well, yeah, if we can get that's the one. They did originally. And this is the one where I'm looking at contours rather than looking at trying to imagine the masses. I'm thinking of this when I'm drawing that. when I'm drawing that. I'm just, that is a tracing indirectly. I'm thinking about it's what do you call it? Like a yeah, it's a, I don't know. What do you call those the machines for making direct copies? The mechanical device, I forgot what you call them now. Is it pentagraph that you call them? So if I had got a pentagraph on that drawing, it mechanically copy every single line that I was tracing. So all this is, when I do it this way, and mentally, it's a mental pentagraph. There's no thought about what these lines are. So you can sort of, you can compare that to the original. You can see that's what it is. And you've got all my mistakes. By the time I've looked at that and then put it back on here, I've made mistakes. It's mutated slightly. So yeah. Okay. So I think so yeah, that was good. Enjoyed that. So if thank you for watching. If you want to let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want me to draw, anything you want me to concentrate on, just let me know. Okay, thank you. Bye.